back with another fun story. This one was suggested by my aunt, and she said she loved this book, and I personally love this book too. It's called Skippyjon Jones. So, little kitty cat. Do you all have any cats? So, Skippyjon Jones. Every morning, Skippyjon Jones woke up with the birds. Do you all think cats are supposed to sleep with birds? And this did not please his mother at all. Get yourself down here right now, Mr. Kitten Britches, ordered Mama Junebug Jones. No self-respecting cat ever slept with a flock of birds, she scolded, or ate worms, or flew, or did his laundry in Mrs. Dohingy's bird bath. Oh my! The lecture went on and on, as usual. You've got to do some serious thinking before you leave this room, Mr. Fuzzy Pants, said his mother, about just what it means to be a cat. Not a bird, not a mouse, or a grouse, not a moose, or a goose, not a rat, or a bat. You need to think about just what it means to be a Siamese cat. And stay out of your closet, she added, closing the bedroom door. But once he was alone, Skippyjon Jones began to bounce and bounce and bounce on his big boy bed. Oh, I'm Skippyjon Jones and I bounce on my bed. About once or 6 times I land on my head. On his way down to earth from gigantic big bounce, Skippyjon Jones shot past his bedroom mirror. Holy guacamole! Exclaimed Skippyjon Jones. What was that? I wonder what he saw in his mirror. So up he went again, and again it happened. Then using his very best Spanish accent, he said, My ears are too big for my head. My head is too big for my body. I am not a Siamese cat. I am a chihuahua. Do you all think he's a chihuahua? Back on land, Skippyjon Jones climbed into his toy box and rifled through some of his old junk. After he put on his mask and sword and climbed onto his mouse, Skippyjon Jones began to sing in a muy soft voice. My name is Capito Frisco. I fear not a single bandito. My manners are mellow. I'm sweet like the jello. I get the job done, yes indeedo. Back in the kitchen, Jujubee, Jezebel, and Jillyboop Jones were helping Mama Junebug Jones make lunch. Can Skippyjon come out of his room now? Asked Jujubee. No, answered Mama Junebug Jones. Mr. Fluffernutter is still thinking. In fact, Skippyjon wasn't thinking about being a Siamese cat at all. Oh, goodness. With a walk into his closet, his thoughts took him down a lonesome desert road, far, far away in old Mexico. Not long into his journey, a mysterious band of chihuahuas appeared out of the dust. Ay, caramba! Who goes there? Asked Skippyjon Jones. We go by the name of Los Chimichangos, growled Don Diego, the biggest of the small ones. Who are you? I'm El Skipito, the great sword fighter, said Skippyjon Jones. Then the smallest of the small ones spoke up. Why the mosquito, dude? Asked Porcatito. I go incognito, said Skippito. Do you like rice and beans? Asked Puntilito. See, I love mice and beans, said Skippito. He might be the dog of our dreams, whispered Rosalita. Perhaps, said Tia Mia, if he knows the secret password. Wonder what the secret password is. Do you all think he'll know it? Leaning toward Don Diego, El Scapito half sneezed, half spoke the secret password into the Chihuahua's very large ear. Achoo! Boo! Bless you, said Don Diego. Gracias, said Scapito. Then it is true, decreed Don Diego. Yippito! It is the end of Alfredo Burrito. Skippyjo is here. We have nothing to fear. Adios to the bad Bumblito. I wonder who the Bumblito is. Then all of the chimichangos went crazy loco. First they had a fiesta. Then they took a siesta. But after waking up, the chimichangos got down to serious business. I think the Bombito's a bee. Using his paw, Don Diego drew a picture in the sand of the great Bombito for Skippyjo to see. A hush grew over the chimichangos, so great that one could hear a whisker drop. Alfredo Buizito, whispered the crowd. El Bombito Bandito. He's the bumblebee bandit. See, said Poquito Tito, the bandito steals our frijoles. Not your beans, cried Scapito, outraged. See, Poquito continued, red beans, black beans, Boston baked and blue, cocoa, coffee, kidney beans, pinto, and jelly too? And now he comes for us, Poquito added. ¿Por qué? asked Scapito. ¿Por qué is him asking a question, not knowing something. Because we are full of the beans too. Then Don Diego stood tall, and his most somber voice declared, Yo cuito frijoles. Huh? asked Scapito. The Jew just wants his beans back, said Poquito Tito. And you are the dog for the job. Me? asked Scapito. Then all the chimichangos turned toward the Scapito, the great sword fighter. There's the band Bumblebito. But poor Scapito had no time for a plan, because in the blink of an eye, a gigantic shadow darkened the landscape. The chimichangos scattered in all directions. Vámonos, Scapito, or it is you the Bombito will eato, they cried. Scapito stood his ground, but his legs shimmied and shook like the jello, and his teeth chattered like the castanet. Then in a muy soft voice he said, My name is Scapito Frisco. I fear not a single bandito. But Alfredo Bazito flew straight for Skippyjo until the bean-eating bandito hovered only inches away from the great sword fighter's face. Holy frijoles! cried Skippyjo as he thrust his sword in the air. Pop! Suddenly, landing on Skippyjo's sword, and Suddenly, pop went the bandito, landing on Skippyjon's sword, and quicker than one could say, chihuahuas, cheese, and crackers, every kind of bean came spilling out of Alfredo Bazito, the bumblebee bandito. He popped him, and all the beans came out of him. Then all the doggies burst into song. Yip yippee, yippito. Our hero is El Scapito. He's the dog of our dreams who delivered the beans, and now we can make our burritos. We can make their burritos now. But back at home, there was such a ruckus coming from Skippyjon's room that Mama Junebug Jones and the girls just had to find out what was going on. They raced down the hall to the kitty boy's room. Bangito, Crashito, Papito, Skippito! Just in time to see Skippyjon Jones' closet exploding. Oh no. Then out flew Candy, beanbag doggies, and the kitty boy with his birthday piñata on his head. Skippyjon Jones, everyone cried. Holy muchachas, he said in a muy soft voice. Mama Junebug Jones lifted up Skippyjon and covered his head with furry purry kisses. What am I going to do with you, Mr. Cocoa Pugs? She scolded. Aw, it was a piñata after all. That night, when he was supposed to be going to sleep, Skippyjon Jones began to bounce and bounce on his big boy bed. Oh, I'm Skippyjon Jones with a mind of my own, and I'll bounce on my bed for hours. I know I'm a cat, but forget about that. Say goodnight, Skippyjon Jones, called his mama. Buenos noches, mis amigos, said Skippyjon Jones. And that is the end of our book. He ended it with saying goodnight to all of you, and I hope you all have a wonderful day and a wonderful night. Bye!